the vehicle that you see facing, that is parked behind, the vehicle, that's my son's vehicle. He have equipment in it. Okay, there are musical equipment in there. He's going to play. You see? So that's why he parked like that. Because at least if it's there, he can see if somebody come to the car. You see? So, I just want to do, somebody to explain the logic behind me having to reverse and when I come home.
All right. Is the argument that he needs to, okay, let me just review with an angle on swell area property and refrain from parking vehicle on blocked off street before next.
Because this is the first.
Clarify one issue.
Yes.
The mic. I'm looking at the City of North Miami's Code of Ordinance, and Section 12-10 subsection E states no more than 2 motor vehicles shall be allowed to park on the swell area at a time. Said parking vehicle shall be parallel to the roadside and in the direction of the authorized traffic movement. So once again, said vehicle shall be parallel to roadside and in the direction of the authorized traffic movement. So it sounds like the violation is the fact that you're parked at an angle.
Okay. Do you understand?
Could not hear. That's the problem I have. I could not make out what you see, because a lot of people, they whisper. See, and that's the problem. I'm supposed to be wearing hearing aid, but
That will help.
that's another story.
Okay. You'll probably refuse to for all the kids that you deal with every day.
It's a choice whether to get the hearing aid or fix that roof. You see what I'm saying? Which is
Gotcha.
one of the violations she's gonna come up with.
Okay. All right.
No, you see, no. It's a choice whether you're gonna buy food or pay cell phone or pay the light bill. So
Understood.
you see what I'm saying? So this is where I am now.
Okay. All right. So, but do you understand what the violation is, and do you understand
About
what
the
you need
parking
to?
of the vehicle, that's something that can be done in 1 hour.
That's-
But it's just that this young lady just said something about, so that means to say, if I'm moving right, then I should park right. Oh,
That's right.
That's just logical.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Got you.
All right.
Okay. So now we
give
understand.
me about a week.
Okay.
By next Wednesday, hopefully, I should have that solved.
Not a problem.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So are all these vehicles his?
Yes,
All of them?
yes.
Well.
Oh, no, all of them are not mine. 3 of them, that Jeep is mine.
Okay.
The Soften is mine. They're both licensed, because just in case sometimes you go out and you go stick the key in the car and it didn't start.
Right. Okay. So you got a spare. Got
You're
you.
gonna call the school and tell, oh, I cannot make it.
I
You know
understand.
what I'm saying? So that's why,
I understand. I'm gonna give you the 30 days, and the officer is gonna drive by there, sporadically, unexpectedly. So she better not see that you're still parking in the same manner that you've been doing for the past, I don't know how long. Thank you, sir.
All right, going back to my order of the agenda. Item number 63, Julio C. Torres, Officer Crystal Cordo, case number CEBPR 2016-00149.
Good evening. Please state your full name and relationship to the property.
Vladimir Aranchelovich. I'm the son-in-law of Julio C. Torres, owner, so he doesn't speak the language, that's why I'm here.
Okay.
It's a repeating case.
Okay.
Your Honor, good afternoon.
Officer Crystal Cordo, City of North Miami, Code Compliance. I can't recall. I don't. Oh, yeah, you know what? The case was heard previously with reference to installing a spike fence without a permit. And I think that we may have, I don't remember if we postponed it or if we adjudicated.
No, what I have here is postponed to May 3rd, 2017.
Okay.
That permit is still pending. I
It's-
don't know much
Yeah, and
about
it's
it.
still presently pending. It didn't appear as though there was anything done since the last time we heard the case. I understand that they need a little bit more time.
Okay. What is the violation?
Installing a steel spike fence without a permit.
Can I see the photographs? I don't remember this case.
May I, Your Honor?
Sure.
No, I recall, we spoke about this before. The reason that the permit was been trying to be pulled, some drawings have to be updated. And it's my fault in a sense that I haven't got the time to do it because I have too much workload, and he relies on me in order to do it. So I'm asking if you can give me 1 or 2 weeks, and I'll finish this permit for you. The permit is already, Officer Cordo has already acknowledged that there's a serial number for that permit pull.
All right, so you just want them to pull up, are you aware that,
Yeah, I mean, I want it to be noted on the record, though, that if we do give another 30-day extension, that we won't give another. I'm getting a lot of complaints about the spike fence. And it's really just a matter of them, doing their part. The city isn't the holdup.
all right. You said the city
The city
Is
is
a-
not the holdup.
is not,
Mhm.
okay. And I think the son-in-law is indicating that he has to get it done, hasn't been able,
I haven't got the time because I work midnights, and I got another job during the day, and I've been out traveling for work. So
I
that's
think the
reason
city
why.
wants them to, what is it that they want you guys to do?
The inspector, the gentleman, I forgot his name, older gentleman, he wanted me to update with all the specs of each piece of metal indicating in the drawings, the shop drawings. So I haven't got the time to do it, honestly.
all right. I'm giving you another 30 days.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Item number 68, Louis A. Negron, Officer Ernest Baptiste, case number CEFAW 20170036.
Good evening. Please state your full name in relationship to the property.
Yes, my name is Luis Negron, and I am the owner of the property.
Okay.
Complied. I received a call from Mr. Negron, and case complied. The fence is fixed.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good evening.
Thank you very much.
Not for this case, no. You too.
Item number 73, Marie L. Pompey, case number CEODS 20170030.
Good evening, ma'am. Please state your full name in relationship to the property.
My name is Mary Lega Pompey. I'm the owner.
All right.
City of North Miami, Officer Cordo, Code Compliance. The owner was cited for outdoor storage. She called me and she put up a blue tarp, and I tried to call back. Her voicemail was full a couple times. The blue tarp isn't going to satisfy. It doesn't abate the issue. That's an issue itself. So we just proceeded forward with the hearing. I don't know that she removed it. As of yesterday, I went back to the property. I mean, I have photos of both, with the stuff and the tarp being put up.
All right, so present your case, show her the photographs, and pass them forward.
Yes, my dear.
Ma'am, do you understand the violation? Ma'am, do you understand the violation?
Okay, Honor, I do understand, but the problem is the previous officer I had before. She came, she explained to me, okay, if I put something on the garage, try to block the view, and then she explained to me what can I put, the color I can put. This is the same thing I do now. But the officer called me. I called her, I left message because I didn't receive the notice to let me know what to do. And then I just received the letter to show I have to pay. And then since then, I tried to call her. I tried to meet with her. And then I go ahead because the previous one told me I can do the same thing I do now.
With the tarp?
And then, yes. And then she called me, she said, no, the blue thing not gonna work. I don't have any problem with that. I just want to meet with her to explain to me what can I do because I cannot afford a garage door now. And then this is my property. I put a chair, I put my gym things on it, and then I have a mattress. And then I just want to meet with her to explain to me what can I do to just get rid with the...
And she put blinds? What does she
I
need to
put
put
a
on?
plastic, a blue plastic.
I see the blue tarp.
Yes.
And she's saying that that's not the way to go about it.
Okay,
She just wants-
she left a message for me, but I want to meet with her so she can explain to me what can I do.
To be honest with you, I don't know what she can do, because I don't know if that was a garage before. Was it a garage?
It was like that. I bought my house 8 years ago. It was like that.
So I mean, if she wants to enclose it, she's gonna need to enclose it to
You have to
create a
pull-
storage. She's gonna have to pull a
Pull a
permit.
permit and close it.
Pull a permit, everything is money, Honor. I don't have money. I have to pay tax. They charge me $600 for the water. Every 3 months, a lot of tax, insurance for the car, everything. I don't have money now for those things. My car just crashed.
Okay, so you're gonna have to remove the
And then what?
mattresses and chairs and the other equipments and find another place in the house.
Okay,
to
I
put
cannot
them.
put chair on the garage.
Well, I don't know what type of chairs you have
Can
there.
I meet with her? Can I have an appointment with you, please? So you can tell me what kind of chair I can put on my garage? Please, please.
We can meet. Yeah, it's no problem. I mean,
chair,
I
a
actually
chair.
knocked on your door yesterday and I didn't find you. I tried to call
Knock.
you and your voicemail's been
I
full.
think it's the combination of everything
It's
that
just
you have
everything.
there.
You
So
have a
she's trying to
lot of
list the
stuff.
stuff that you
No,
have
I
there.
don't have a lot, my dear. Let me, okay, on the morning I always home because I have to work at 6 p.m. On the morning, when you see the third hour, I am inside the house. I always there, but if you can knock or call me, please, leave a message. I'm gonna come this day. I will wait.
We can meet. I mean, essentially, though, I'm going to tell you the same thing I'm telling you now. The stuff can't be.
But you said
can't-
you don't even know what I can do.
I don't particularly need to know what's underneath there. I can see it from the street, and the ordinance says that you can't see all that stuff from the
Okay,
street.
like I said, sorry. The previous one told me I can put blue, green, white, plastic just to block the view. So people cannot see what I have inside. This is what she told me.
Well, I don't know who told you what, but this
The one
ordinance
who
also
was here
says that
before you.
you can't hang anything from the structure to conceal either. You're
But
gonna
where
have to
she
do-
find it, she told me. She told me that I can do it. That's why I do it. She told me that. And then I had this thing for 2 years. A plastic. I think it was a white or green plastic for 2 years. Because I take off everything, that's why I take off the plastic. I had a plastic there for 2 years or more.
All right, so I guess what she's saying that she's getting conflicting information in terms of what she can and cannot do. She had one officer told her that she can put,
Like I said, on her, I had the plastic for more than 2 years. They never tell me anything.
all right, I'm gonna give her 30 days. Who can she call or contact to have an idea of
If
what
it's
she needs
like-
to do?
Oh no, if it's for take, what did you say before? Take,
What did who say?
no, you said okay, 30 days to take. What is it?
I'm giving you 30 days to speak
Me-
to someone and get the information so that you know what needs to be done. So within 30 days, when you come back here, I need Officer Cordo
compliance.
to basically let me know what she's found out, and for you to let me know who you spoke to and what you've done. If the answer is that these things needs to go, then they need to go. They need to be removed.
Okay, I'll talk to her.
If you have to pull a permit, that's gonna take a while. If you have to pull a permit
I
to
can't-
put up
I cannot do
a wall or whatever it is that needs to be done, then in the meantime, like she said, this mattress that's, just sitting there, anyone who drive past your property can see it. It's in plain view. So it needs to go. I understand, she says the blue tarp. So you guys figure it out and come back in 30 days. Let me know where we are.
Officer.
Huh? Yeah. Okay.
Officer.
Thank you,
want
ma'am.
to tell me?
You can speak to her in the back.
Oh, okay. Thank
Have a good evening.
Item number 87, Ofani Delamere, Officer Ernst Baptiste, case number CEJNK 20170020.
Good evening. Please state your full name in relationship to the property.
Good evening, my name is Ofani Gassa.
All right.
Ernst Baptiste, City of Miami Code Enforcement Officer. This is a case that was open for pile of junk in the rear of the property. Posted the property back in April 19, 2017. Today I did my last inspection, took pictures, and more junk in the rear.
Okay.
This lady reported the flower.
But I don't know what I tried. I spoke. I issue civil violation ticket. I educate, and they are on the main road. And every time I go by, there's more junk: cardboard, wood pallets, old toilet. It's bad.
It's like a junkyard back here. What's going on? They look familiar, and I thought that their case was closed the last time we were here
For something else.
for something else. This
Yes.
is
They had a
different.
case for a wooden fence.
Okay. Ma'am, sir, do you understand the violation?
Yeah, you come and you see. Now I don't no more. My husband moved everything. I don't have more now in my yard.
There's plenty in the backyard. Plenty. Old toilet, cardboard. It's like he's running a recycle on business in his backyard. It's wide open. There's no wooden fence. There's nothing. It's right. You drive in and you can see it.
Sanford and Son has moved to North Miami.
I said, time you go, you see. Now I don't have nothing.
When was the last time you drove by or went on?
Today
Today?
I took picture. Today I issued a civil violation ticket on Monday.
So are you telling me, ma'am, that between,
That's him. You see that
Monday
person
and-
in the picture? That's him.
right, so you're saying that, what time did you go by today?
Today I passed by around
Nothing.
1:32. I took
So
that
between-
picture. The picture that is black, I took it today.
You see black truck.
It's what?
You see black truck. No junk.
No junk?
No.
Do you need a translator?
Everything move,
Do you need a translator? Ou besoin d'interprète?
please.
Okay. All right. All right. Just ask them, do they understand the violation?
No, I don't understand.
Okay. We're talking about, can somebody pass this? All the junk that's being stored, is that their backyard?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's right open. Right
All
on
the
Fifth
junk
Avenue.
that's, I'm sorry?
Right on Fifth Avenue Northeast. You drive in and you can see they are close to the street.
Okay.
Tout près la rue, hein, et dans la cour, hein, tout ça c'est fatra. C'est fatra dans la cour. I was putting in the car when he drove by.
So he's telling me that everything that I see in the backyard, in this yard, can fit in the little car that I saw? Is it a pickup truck?
I need you to adjudicate.
Absolutely.
If it's removed,
Then
the
we'll
fine-
close it.
Yeah,
Correct.
I'll close the fine. But I need
All right.
that.
E
Please.
si nou di m son bagan ap sere pou nou voy an Haiti, gade ma tou fou.
It's empty cardboard back there. It's not for Haiti.
Please. All right, okay. So you made your presentation to me tonight is that everything has been removed. Is that your testimony?
Vous voulez dire que pour moi, je dis que toute fatra débarrassée dans la cour, pas grand grain de fatra dans la cour derrière? Pardon?
All right, let me, okay, say it for the record so that I can make my ruling, so I can explain everything to them. Because we're not gonna keep playing this game.
Junk is still there, but some of that junk there is my personal junk, and I'm not getting rid of it. I can't get rid of it all.
All right, we're gonna get rid of the junk. We have 30 days to do so, to get rid of everything that, the officer, has shown me, in the photographs. So they need to be removed. If you want to store them inside your property where no one can see them, that's, that's your personal business. But officer just said that you are in a main street.
Yes.
It's in plain view for everyone who drives by, able to see it. For your neighbor, I can only imagine your poor neighbors. So it needs to be taken care of.
There's a lady that came and complained about raccoon coming from.
Absolutely, I can see that. Yes, yes, yes. I would hate to be a neighbor. So, do find that the violation exists. I find in favor of the city, ma'am, you have 30 days. 30 days to remove all the junk. I don't care what you do with them. Since your companion or your husband indicated that these are for his personal use, I don't care what you do with them, but they need to be removed. If not, there will be a daily fine amount of $250.
250, you said?
Correct? And I don't think there's any junk that's worth $250 per day. All right, thank you. Good evening. Yes, ma'am.
Last year past, I see you in the office. You talk to me this year's, you go the, address me, leave the water bill. You say you help me, now I see the bill, maybe
I think you have me confused. You did not see me about a water bill, ma'am.
not you.
Not-
that told
no,
me
ma'am.
Last year's in the office.
No. It wasn't me.
Sorry,
It's okay.
he like you.
Looks like me? I have a twin? Okay. Scared me for a minute. I was like, is that my client? What's going on here?
All right, item number 89, Officer Ernst Baptiste. Pardon me if I pronounce this name incorrect. Oafa Alami Martani. Address 860 Northeast 132nd Street. Case number CEGMP 2017008.
Good evening. Please state your full name and relationship to the property.
Hi, my name is Anna Hamani. I'm actually the daughter of Alami Maktani, and my mom, she's not in the country. So,
Okay, interesting. Okay, they were showing me the person that looks like me, that works here. Okay, so it's your, it's
my
your mother's property?
Yeah, but
Okay.
she does not live here. She lives in Morocco, so she goes back and forth.
Okay,
And I think the address they have is the wrong address. So the only way I knew about today, it was a text message I got from the tenant, taking a picture of it and sending it to me. So I did
Okay.
not receive the mail or any notice about it, and I'm not aware of the.
they
type of
usually go
violation.
by the county's appraiser's office, and whatever information that's there in terms of notice, where they need to send notice, is the address that they will use.
The address we
I
have
get-
is 9748 Southwest
That's the wrong
220.
address, because I get the water bill at the right address, so, the water bill, I get it in the right address.
Unless you change it in Miami-Dade property appraiser page, that's the address that we have on there.
So I have to go to the appraisal
Yes.
office and change.
Miami-Dade downtown to change that address.
I have to go actually myself to downtown
Yeah.
and change it,
Yeah.
okay?
So that
And
was.
I'm not aware of the type of the violation, so I couldn't understand from, the letter.
Yeah, it's a violation that was open for the exterior of the property. The paint is peeling, the soffit and the fascia board around the property is not in good shape. They are rotten, and the paint, you can see it in
Can
the
you
picture.
show me the
Yeah.
pictures? Okay, so this one, okay. Okay. Yeah, I can take care of it. I just need time to take care of it, and I can
Alright.
get it done, yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Forward to photograph. She gonna need permit?
I don't think for painting, no.
If unless she's changing the fascia board, if anything is rotten, the 1x8 that they use, they need permit for those. But for the painting, yes, they need permit for painting also.
Oh, okay.
Because they wanna know what color you're gonna paint your house. So you don't put any
So I have to get a permit to paint it.
to paint, yes.
Okay. So, how long are you asking now?
Well, I live all the way in Weston, and I'm a single mother of 3 kids, so I will need some time to, whatever time you can give me, it will be appreciated.
All right, I can do an adjudication. I can give her 90 days. I mean, there's no,
I wanna see, because that property, we have been trying to maintain it. We mow that land, the city of Miami. Mo-
I never received a call or any notice before this, and I can show you the text message I get from the tenant that shows how I got it. That's how I find out. Otherwise, I would have never knew about this myself.
So that's why I'll go by increment of 30 days to see if there's progress, because it's right across from a school, the high school. So
It's just matter of getting me the permit. That may take me time, and finding someone
I'll
licensed
enter
to
an
do it.
adjudication and I'll give her 60 days.
that sounds fine.
So that she can work on the permit and start working on it. And if it's done within 60 days, which is what we're looking for, and it's great. If not, when you come back, we'll see where you are. If I am satisfied in terms of the progress, then we'll give you an extension. We'll give you an additional 30 days. So I'll enter an adjudication, 60 days. And if there's no progress, nothing's happening, and in the 60 days, then there will be a daily fine amount of 200.
Okay, so just that board and
And painting
the board,
Yes.
the roof, okay.
the fisher body and the soft fit.
All right? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Item number 91, Officer Crystal Cordo, Customer Perez, case number CEXP 2016-00492.
Good evening. Please state your full name in relationship to the property.
Luis Perez, owner.
City of North Miami, Officer Cordo, co-compliance. This is a case that I think was postponed or maybe tabled for a permit. The property owner was cited back in December for painting the property. He came to the hearing, I think, back in February, and he mentioned that he applied for a master permit. He's going to do some reconstructing of the property. And so we're back to, I guess, see what the progress is. I did look in the system, and it appears as though you might have had an inspection or something done back in March or some.
No, they already gave me the permits. I submitted the drawings. I already got them back. And then just 2 days ago, I got all the paperwork back from the architect. And now I don't know his name. It's like the person that actually puts everything together. He has everything. I have email proof. And I'm just waiting on him to return that, to turn it into the city, so you guys can look at the permits again, my request, and go from there. That's all I have. The architect took too long, so. But I didn't get them too long ago. I think I got the permit back 3 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, the permit hasn't been approved
Not the
yet.
permit, you know what the drawings and all that.
Okay.
I got them back 3 weeks ago, and then the architect just gave them back to me May 2nd, May 1st, actually. If you want, I can show you that he actually corrected them. That's why I brought the computer. And now it's been sent to the, here you go.
I could tell from the system that he is making movement with it doesn't appear to be stagnant in our system, and based on what he's showing there, it appears as though that there is some track. I mean, I would recommend some additional time for sure. I guess I don't know how much time he needs, but I would say maybe 60 days to reconvene on a master permit. They tend to take some time.
Yeah, the city took about 2 months to give them back to me the first time. So,
Okay, so I guess that lady wasn't far off, the one that asked for 4 months. Who is it? There was somebody here who said we need 4 months.
Well, I mean, but it doesn't take 4 months to put in an application. That's
Wow.
yeah.
All right,
the thing's
okay.
like, my work schedule, it's like, it takes a lot for me to be here.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could give me 90 days at least, it would really help.
I can enter an adjudication and give you 90 days, because this case has not been adjudicated yet. So I'll do an adjudication, and I'll give you 90 days.
So, question, what happens, I don't know what the terminology, what happens after the 90 days are up?
Basically, we revisit it in 90 days to see what real progress is being made. And if we are progressing this case and you're doing what needs to be done to try to get, right now, I see the violation is for paint and clean garage door and exterior, but he's doing an entire remodeling, correct?
Right. I mean,
Okay.
we initially came to magistrate back then because he applied several months after the violation was actually opened.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a bit, and there was no communication. So we ended up coming to the hearing. And when we came in is when he was already set for hearing at that point.
Okay. Usually I enter a fine amount that I would consider in the future if basically, the work is not being done or not being done satisfactorily and not being progressed. So in your case, I will revisit this amount in 90 days. Okay?
Thank you.
And trying to work with you said your engineer?
Yeah, that's the person, the engineer.
All right, you have to stay on top of him because I don't want us coming back here in 90 days and still nothing is happening.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you.
Item number 93, Officer Crystal Cordo, customer Robert Fume, case number CEPFY 20170090.
Good evening, please state your full name and relationship to the property.
Yeah, my name is Robert Fume, and I'm the owner of the property.
All right, thank you.
Officer Crystal Cordo, City of North Miami Code Compliance. This is a case that we previously heard with reference to parking on the front lawn. And we gave the homeowner last magistrate 30 days to apply for a permit for a driveway.
Okay,
And per the record, as of today, I didn't see any application made in the system.
all right, Mr. Few.
Yeah, well, we decided to put a paved driveway in order to take care of the problem. And I've been working on that. And I got a copy of the building permit application and notice of commencement. And then also I got a permit application number.
Okay.
What's that?
All right, are you satisfied with, the process?
Yeah, I guess he needs some more time, so I'm good with I guess maybe I want to guess, what do they need, 60 days?
Well, the thing is, the tenant is moving out at the end of this month, so the actual work won't be able to start until after the end of this month. But do you want to see the driveway finished, or just once I have the permits all set up, or?
No, once you have the, once the permit has been issued and you've begun working, we could, you know.
Oh, okay. Well, then 60 days would be okay, yeah.
All right, I will do an adjudication, 60 days. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
No fine, right?
Not yet.
Item number 95, Officer Crystal Cordo, customer Rose P. Block, case number CEZPU 2017-0013.
Good evening. Please state your full name in relationship to the property.
Yes, my name is Rose Below, and I'm the owner.
All right.
City of North Miami, Code Compliance Officer Crystal Cordo. This is a new case with reference to zone prohibited use. I received a complaint from a tenant that was residing in the property, on the side of the property, that stated that the owner was neglecting to deal with some issues so I went out and took a look, and it was determined at that time that it was a garage conversion that was done, and that was being rented. There was no access. The owner of the property had installed a kitchen as well as a bathroom in the garage area without permits, and there was no access from that area into the main unit of the property. That was back on February 28th when I initially cited the property owner. I've not spoken with her, nor have I heard anything. I don't see anything in the system where she's gone and made any applications. I can't tell whether or not she's converted the property back to single-family use, because, you know, obviously I've not had access. I haven't spoken with her, so.
All right. Did you take photographs?
Yes, I have several photographs. I have tenant receipt, you know, yeah.
Show it to her. Ma'am, do you understand the violation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anything you need to add?
Yes, I did try to contact Ms. Cordo back in March, and I was told that you were in some type of training, but I've never heard from you. But I do acknowledge the problem of the situation, and I have converted the unit back as a single-family unit. The tenant did leave the property, and I have some pictures to show what I've done so far. The only thing is I've already opened up the family room that was closed up, that separated the unit. So it's now open, and I have this to show you.
Does she not need to pull permit to do that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to say what was originally or how it was originally.
When it was
They would have
closed.
to make sure that, you know, as far as flood is concerned, elevation and things like that, you would definitely have to go and have an inspection done to reconvert it back to what it was. And it's difficult to tell in these photos as well. I really don't know what I'm looking at.
Well, if you look, it was closed and it's open. You can see through the other side of the house. That's
What I would suggest is that maybe we go out with the building inspector and, or, I'm sorry, the building, possibly either the building official or one of the inspectors over there, along with myself, to take a look at what she has done. And I don't know what the building regulations are as far as, you know, converting it back is concerned. It was a garage initially, so did you make it so that you can, did you get rid of the kitchen and the bathroom? Is all of that stuff still
This case
there?
is similar to what was heard earlier today, and my understanding is that before you're able to take down walls and, you know, I see that there's a bathroom, I see there's a kitchen, so before you start taking anything down and pulling electrical wires, that a permit is pulled. So I'm gonna enter an adjudication, and, I don't know if 30 days or 60 days, but,
What I do suggest is someone, like she stated, that I'd like somebody to come out and tell me exactly what else needs to be removed since I've started.
Well, you would have to go to the building department and state that you need an after. The thing is that it was already converted, so you could have gone to the building department and asked for an after the fact permit to either keep it the way it is and find out what the regulations would have been to either come into compliance. But now that you've started to make some changes and reconvert it, you're going to need to go to the building department still and request a permit to do the work that you're trying to do now. So either way it goes, you need to go to the building department and request a permit to make the changes that you're trying to make.
all right, I'll give you 60 days. I'll enter an adjudication, 60 days. And I'll do it a daily fine amount as $250. All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Photos.
Item number 104, Officer Crystal Cordo, Customer Wilfred, case number CERCV 2017-0018. Wilfred
No? All right,
Montalban,
pass it. Next case. Good evening. Please state your full name in relationship to the property.
Diga su nombre y qué es usted de la propiedad.
Yo soy inquilino de la propiedad.
I am a tenant at the property.
Okay,
¿Su nombre cuál es? Ramón Arroyo.
okay.
Officer Crystal Cordo, City of North Miami, Code Compliance. This is a new case with reference to a boat that's parked on the side of the property.
Yeah. I'll just take testimony from him. I'm not saying that he's, well, the owner
may
failed to
own.
appear, and if he's here, I'm going to assume he's the owner of the boat, but I'll wait to hear what he has to say.
The case was open for the boat that's parked on the side of the property with no variance as required by the ordinance, and also not for not being parked on paved area.
Y algo dentro de su zona pavimentada, no sé.
All right, show him the photographs.
Y voy a mostrar una fotografía. ¿Es eso? Sí. Yes.
Sir, is this your This is your boat?
Es su bote. Yes.
Okay, do you understand the violation?
¿Entiende la violación?
Sí, que yo siempre he oído que el bote no se puede parquear al frente, pero al lado sí.
Yes, I always heard that I cannot park my boat in the front, but I can park on the side.
Should be away from public view?
El bote está
Counsel?
fuera de la vista pública. Está preguntando ahí. No es para usted. It is in the inside.
Huh?
It is in the inside.
Yeah, but there are no enclosures, and you can see it from the street.
He's also
No hay nada que
supposed to
cierra y
have
desde la calle
have
se puede
a
ver.
administrative variance for the boat to be stored at the property, and it has to be parked on paved area.
Y también
Can you
debería
explain to
debería
him,
estar parqueado
please?
solo en área pavimentada. That can be done.
It can be done?
Puede ser. Yes.
Okay. All right. I know he's the tenant, so I understand what he's saying.
Entiende que usted es el inquilino, dice.
But the ultimate decision rests with the property owner, and
Pero
since the
al
property
final
owner
de
has
cuentas,
chosen not
es
to
el
appear,
dueño de la propiedad
I
que
do
decide.
find in favor of the
Bueno,
city.
estoy
I
dando
find the
fallo
violation
en
does
la-
exist.
en favor de la
Enter an
ciudad.
adjudication.
Entonces estoy adjudicando el caso.
I'll do 60 days,
Voy a darle 60 días
and I'll do 250.
y después de eso será 250 de multa.
All right?
Tengo que hablar con el dueño para poder hacer la pavimentación.
So I need to speak to the owner in order to make a pavement area. Is that what I had to do?
It's not your property, sir. You're not able to pave somebody else's.
Esa no es su propiedad, tiene que hablar con alguien.
Okay?
I understand.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Item number 17, Officer Vitalin Christie, Customer Carson, case number CEEXP 2017-0047.
Good evening. Please state your full name and relationship to the property.
Annette Carson.
Thank you,
Owner.
ma'am.
Can you give me her address, please? 395 Northwest 123rd Street.
Vidal and Christie, Code Compliance, City of North Miami. This is a new case in regards to the roof. Oh, I'm sorry. The roof needing to be pressure cleaned. I have left notices, I've sent notices and left the notice to appear. I've never met or seen the property owner before. And I passed by today. It's not super bad, but
I understand. My daughter had a brain aneurysm. My brother was going to help me to clean that. Unfortunately, I had to take him to the hospital 4 weeks ago to have his foot amputated at the VA in Palm Beach. So unfortunately, I'm on a fixed income. I'm on disability. I get $1,300 a month. I can't get my retirement yet. I'm not that age yet. But anyway, I guess I'm going to need some time. I did get the paper on the door in the mail as well. And I consulted with someone across the street. They were doing someone across the street property, and they said 500, which is very steep for me because my brother was helping me now. He's going to be disabled like me because he had his foot amputated 4 weeks ago. So I guess I'm going to need some time for that. Like she said, it's just the front, a little bit on the front. Actually, my son just got in from college. I have my son here from college, but he's going to Nova for dentistry for school, so he didn't have the time to go up there. He was gonna go up there and try to do it or see what he could do, but I guess I'm gonna need some time for that. But I'm in between two hospitals because my daughter's at Broward General, brain aneurysm, and my brother's at the VA hospital, and we all disabled. So, you know, what can you do? So, just tell me what I need to do.
empathize. Can she get some more time, please?
Yeah. I think
What
you're
I need
dealing
to
with a
do.
lot. The officer doesn't have any objection to me tabling this matter and giving you a little more time, so.
Do you have anyone, I mean, is there someone, the city, North Miami doesn't have anyone that does that?
We don't
With this
recommend
count?
people.
Okay, all right, because I was gonna ask that too. But right now, my hands are tied, so, now I'm trying
Alright.
to save my house, because I don't have the help, so just tell me what I need
Hello?
to do.
Pardon me?
How long?
We could start off with 60 days.
All right. 60 days, ma'am.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Good luck to you.
Thank you,
All right.
thank you.
That's all I have on my agenda.
No, we have two people in the back.
Um,
Sir,
what
ma'am,
cases are you guys here for?
come forward. They didn't sign in?
No. What case?
CEFAW 2017.
What's the name?
00 Nixa Serrano.
All right, item number 85. Officer Monica Frederick, customer Nixa Serrano. Case
Good evening. No, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Case number CEFAW 20170020.
All right, good evening, ma'am. Please state your full name and relationship to the property.
Nixa Serrano, the owner of the property at 12740 Northwest 13th Avenue.
Thank you.
City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer Monica Frederick. This is a new case for the fence at the property. The property was first noticed.
Can the officer go outside, please? It's pretty loud.
Huh?
Can they go outside?
Keep it down, guys.
The property was first noticed on February 14, 2017. It was mailed a notice to appear for this hearing on April 19, 2017, and it was posted with the notice to appear for this hearing on April 24, 2017. I have a picture for your array. The property owner has barbed wire on the top of the fence, but as she explained to me earlier, they had a dog who was able to jump in and out of the fence. The dog is no longer with us. So sorry to hear that.
Actually, my husband was clarifying, it's not barbed wire, but we did put extra wire above the 5 feet fence. But he's no longer with
I
him.
was about to say, you put barbed wire for
No, and we put a regular wire there, but we had to extend it like 2 feet because we had an Akita, and the Akita would jump the fence and then go after other dogs. But then the Akita has since passed.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. So what's going on? How long do you need to?
So can we give her 30 days?
Okay. All right. Ma'am, you have 30 days. I'll do an adjudication. 30 days, get it done. If not, you'll incur a daily fine amount of $100, and you don't want that. So,
No, ma'am, we'll take care of it.
thank you. Have a good evening. All right, let's release our interpreters. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
All right, let's get going. Today's
All
my
right.
mother's birthday. I have yet to call her for her birthday, so trying to make it out. I know. Terrible, terrible daughter I am, right? He's saying, shame on you. Huh? We're giving her a big birthday party on Saturday, so she's gonna have a lot of flowers. She's excited about it. So
Go ahead. Item number 10, Officer Crystal Cordo, customer Barnabas LeBron, case number CEJNK 2017-0023.
Officer Crystal Cordo, City of North Miami Code Compliance. This is a case for junk being stored on the property. The property was initially cited back on March the 3rd. The notice to appear was posted at the property on the 26th of April, and certified mail sent and received by the homeowner for the receipt ticket. I have the photos here for your.
based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I do find the violation exists. I also find good notice, given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear. I hereby find in favor of the city an interim adjudication. Owners have until June 6th by which to resolve the violation. Shall the violation not be resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $150.
Item number 14, Officer Ernest Baptiste, Carlos Calviro, case number CEIVY 2017-0061.
Ernest Baptiste, City of North Miami, Code Enforcement Officer. This is a case that was open for a inoperable vehicle. Posted the property on April 21st, 2017. Spoke to the owner, explained the violation. Today I passed by, still the same.
Based on the, based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear. I hereby find in favor of the city an interim adjudication. Owners have until June 6th by which to resolve the violation. Should the violation not be resolved by the abatement date, there'll be a daily fine amount of $150.
Item number 15, Officer Vidalyn Christie, Carolyn L. Wallace, case number CEBPR 2016-0097.
Vidalyn Christie, Code Compliance, City of North Miami. This is a case that was previously heard in regards to the installation of a fence at the property. Property was posted on April 20th. I also spoke to the property owner at this time. He said he's still trying to find a contractor, but as of today, no application has been submitted.
All right. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find that the violation still exists. I also find good notice, given proper notice, the owner has failed to appear. The daily fine amount of $150 is hereby ratified.
Item number 18, Officer Vidalyn Christie, Claudette Joseph, case number CEEXP 2017-0012. Claudette.
Okay. Beadle and Christie, Code Compliance, City of North Miami. This is a new case in regards to painting and cleaning the awnings of the property. I did meet with the property owner at the property. He has painted the house. He's trying to take off the awnings, but when I left, he needed some additional assistance. I would ask for some more time for him because he doesn't live here, and this is his mom's house, and she passed away.
Okay, we're talking about Claudette, we're talking about page 18, Claudette Joseph, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so give him 30 days?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.